Hello, welcome to Phyre Dojo. So, for the longest time, I have been doing a lot of my work and projects on a shelf makeshift bench. And these are basically shelves, and I used to use this as my workbench. And for the longest time, I've wanted to upgrade to what is a real woodworker's workbench, and this is it. So Jake's gonna swing around here. All right, so this is a professional woodworker's bench. It has what are called bench dog holes. It's got a face vise, meaning it's at the face of the bench, and it has a tail vise, meaning it's at the end of the bench. So it's 5 feet long and less 30 inches wide, and it's an oak top. And so what you don't know though is that this room, it's a 10 by 10 room in my basement, and it was disorganized, full of dust, messy. All of my tools were in buckets, like this blue bucket here. I had like over a dozen buckets with different kinds of tools in them. So I had a bucket for hammers, I had a bucket for screwdrivers, I had a bucket for wrenches, I had a bucket for files, I had a bucket for clamps, all the tools. And they were just everywhere, and everything was just a mess and disorganized. So I pulled everything out of the room, cleaned the room. I even wiped the walls down because there was an electrostatic cling to all the dust. And Jake helped me hang these metal shelves. And what I did was I took mini bungees, and this is how I hung everything on the walls. So I got all my pens and pencils, all of my measurement stuff, my pliers type things, some files, drill bits, screwdrivers, Dremel stuff, more drill stuff here. I got my planes, hand planes here, my wood burner, which actually goes underneath. I got my battery packs here for my drill tools and my circular saw, more files, chisels, more measurement stuff. Over here I have clamps, Sureforms, some old planes that I got at a flea market, some saws, my draw knives are up there, 3 different sizes, some more clamps. That's my, right here is my lathe here in the corner, standing up. I could spin something up to 3 feet with that. Those are my lathe tools, my wrenches, some hawks, some electrical equipment. Down here I have my grinder, my belt saw. Jake is leaning on my table saw right here. Down here I have my 1 router table. I have 3 router tables. That's 1. There's 2. And I have another one outside. My drill press. This is my bandsaw. I recently added this attachment here, which makes it higher. So I could, what's called resaw. I could saw a board that's 12 inches high on its side. And I took these 2 fans up here, and behind them I put dust filters. So not only do the fans circulate the air, it captures those dangerous micron dust particles that are floating around in the air as well. But I do wear protection equipment. I wear my dust mask, which catches particles, and my other personal protection equipment. I got my goggles, my gloves, ear protection, because machines in here can get really loud. A place for my phone to charge, right? And my work board, paper towels, clock. So it's what was always very hard was to hold a piece down while you're trying to work on it. So for example, this 2x3 pine stud, right? I used to have to figure out ways to secure it to this bench. And it was really, really hard, and it wasn't always perfect. But with a WoodWorkers bench and vise, you could just like open this up, pop this in here, and you're ready to work, which is really amazing. And then you can like take your plane, right? And you can get to work. There we go. So I'm gonna start. Now I don't have to worry about the piece moving on me, and I have full access to the piece on the bench. And now I can make my hearth boards and all the methods that I make for Phyre Dojo. Now what's nice about a hand plane, if you don't know anything much about woodworking and hand planes, is that when you take off a shaving with a hand plane, it is always going to be smoother than the finest sandpaper. So no matter what grit you get on there, a hand plane is always going to slice the fibers across, and you're not going to get a smoother surface with sanding. So, and then when you need to work on it this way, the bench dogs hold your piece in place. Okay. Hold the piece in place. Not too far. And this is how I work a lot of the surfaces of the hearth boards that I make. Everything is handmade to the best of my ability. So that's a Western plane. This is a Japanese plane, and you don't push it, you pull it. These blades, when you learn to sharpen them, they have to be razor sharp. And like I said, you're not going to get a better surface with sanding. Planes are the best. And that's a quick shop tour. Underneath I got some more things. I kept a few buckets. My wood burning stuff, glues and adhesives, cordages, my circular saw, my jigsaw, a router, 2 more clamps, some sharpening stuff. I keep sharpening stuff in my drawer now, sanding stuff when I need to, so that goes in there. Alrighty. And now that this took an entire week to do, to take everything out, clean, build the bench, hang everything, put in more lighting, because you know this is a basement, so the darkness just eats every photon of light, and so you need a lot of lighting. And I'm very excited to make things for the global tribe of fire keepers out there. So I'm ready to go to work. All right, thanks for watching.